Let's jump into the headlines because there is news to talk about. Of course, Donald Trump's second impeachment trial began today, and it started out with a debate over whether or not impeaching a former president is constitutional. Feels like this question could have been answered weeks ago with a simple text to a college professor somewhere, but what do I know? Now, of course, as expected, the Senate passed a vote saying the impeachment trial would go on. The Senate does have jurisdiction to try a former president. So there goes Trump's first strategy. Now that that's failed, he'll be moving on to the vaunted "it wasn't me" defence pioneered in the landmark case, Shaggy versus getting caught red-handed. Leading the impeachment defence for Trump is Bruce Castor, a controversial lawyer who specialises in medical malpractice and, quote, people falsely accused in Me Too cases. You can see him in this photo here. Just based on that picture alone, I can already tell this is not a nice person who is amazing at racquetball.
Oh, yes.
Do you think?
Oh, 100%.
Just incredible at racquetball. You don't like him, you don't hang out with him, you don't have a drink with him, but boy, you get him on the court. You want him in doubles, Winnie, I'll tell you that right now. You want Castor in doubles.
Yes.
Here's Bruce Castor today on the Senate floor arguing on behalf of Trump. See if you can follow along.
If we go down the road that my very worthy adversary here, Mr. Raskin, asks you to go down, the floodgates will open. I was going to say it will, instead of floodgates, I was going to say originally it will release the whirlwind, which is a biblical reference. But I subsequently learned since I got here that that particular phrase has already been taken, so I figured I better change it to floodgates.
What? I'll admit, I had high hopes when he showed up wearing glasses. You just know he's going to get home tonight and be like, I should have just stuck with floodgates. Shouldn't have mentioned the winds at all. What was I thinking? Did you see me today, babe? Yeah, I did the... Did you see the floodgates bit? Yeah. Now, Castor only had a week to prepare for the trial and has never actually met with Trump in person, which is honestly a good legal strategy. Like, hey, man, the less I know, the better. But his lack of preparation was kind of obvious.
Senator Dirksen recorded a series of lectures that my parents had on a record. And we still know what records are, right? On the thing you put the needle down on and you play it.
Yeah, and whatever happened to Blockbuster videos? Go down, you get a movie and a box of Good and Plenty at the same time. He listened to vinyl records of speeches from a senator, which makes sense. You haven't really heard Chuck Schumer until you've listened to it on vinyl. I also want to say, just because we all remember what a record player is, doesn't mean we understand anything else you're trying to say here. And here he gets confused as to whether he's doing a list with numbers or letters.
But there isn't a single one of you who, A, doesn't consider yourself a patriot of the United States, and two, there isn't a single one of you who doesn't consider the other 99 to be patriots of the United States.
Oh, it was all going perfectly up until that point. Now, one big change from the last impeachment trial, obviously, is that Trump isn't able to live tweet about this one. I would love to see Trump get creative this week. Like, I know he can't tweet, but that doesn't mean he can't share his feelings in another form, like skywriting. Moving on, there's some interesting space news, or as is known in space, news, to tell you about. 3 spacecrafts launched by 3 different nations are due to reach Mars within days of each other. The United Arab Emirates probe reached Mars today, China's arrives on Wednesday, and NASA's will touch down next week. Damn. 3 different probes in less than a week. Those are Guillermo numbers. You know what this is, Guillermo? Do you know what it is?
What is it, James?
It's a menage a trois.
Oh, my Lord.
Okay. That was a failure of a joke. Failure to launch. Failure to launch.
That was a failure of a joke.
Yes.
Wow. I can't argue with it. Did you write that joke, John? Who wrote that joke?
I'm not sure.
Look at that. Writers' Union holding strong.
I can't divulge. It's privilege. I can't leave the room.
No one goes under the bus. No one goes under the bus. If Kennedy says no, we're one for all for one.
All for one.
Unless it's Tom, and then I'll throw him under the bus. But scientists are concerned that the 3 spacecrafts will converge before getting to Mars. And they'll be like, oh, no, you go. No, please, after you. Oh, OK, we both went. So, no, you go. And then they'll just never actually land on Mars. I think that whole bit goes.
It's going to be tough to come back from Mars, isn't it?
I can't even blame the jokes. That was a good joke. It's all me. That's what happens when I don't get my walk down with Rob.
The hall part.
At the walk part. Are you wearing that hat, Tim, because Owen Wilson wore a hat yesterday and you thought, I'm going to pull a hat out?
Yeah. Yep. And there's no way to be in a bad mood when I'm wearing a cowboy hat.
Try doing these jokes. You'll find one. I think it's the glare off Pete's shirt. It's just throwing him, bouncing back off the lights. Do you want some tech news?
Yes.
All right. Twitter is apparently exploring the idea of adding a tipping feature that would allow users to pay their favourite accounts for exclusive content. Yeah, that's what I want to pay good money for. I've never before seen... Oh, look, I'm all over This is it. This is the one.
Yep. It's a big one.
This is the one that just broke it all. This is the one. But I was here on time. You were here on time.
Yeah.
Pete was here on time.
Yeah.
I don't know what's changed. You want a tip? I'll give you a tip. Get off Twitter. Live your life! Now, of course, Valentine's Day is coming up and Shake Shack is offering a special love-delivered experience which includes an intimate virtual performance from Boys to Men. Although, after you're stuffed full of Shake Shack, you'll be like, I'll make love to you, probably in the morning, because I feel a bit... You should do it in the morning. You should do it in the morning. We'll figure out a way to do it so neither of us can smell each other's breath. We'll work it out. But this is perfect for couples who have already spent a year in lockdown together and are looking for a Valentine's treat that says, yeah, sure, this is fine. Here, our band, here's a little task. You are, I think, moderately musical. What songs should be on a Valentine's playlist?
Adore You by Prince.
Adore You by Prince.
Yep.
Holding back the tears or years from Simply Red.
Holding back the years.
Yeah.
Really? Okay. This is good so far. Hagar?
Let's Get It On.
By Marvin Gaye.
Yeah.
Is it not too obvious, but you think so?
No, because it's such a good song.
Bow, 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 bow. Yeah, I can play a bit. I don't go on about it. I'm not like Tim constantly playing the guitar, but yeah, I've got a little bit. Bow, bow, bow. Bow. Steve, what's on the Valentine's playlist?
I'd love some Grover Washington Jr.
Just the two of us.
Thing is, you can't play just the two of us in Guillermo's house. It's just never just the two of them. Just the 9 of us.